All right, we're back, and it is COMP228 here at Centennial, week 7, lesson 7, part 2. The first part, we just kind of did a recap of the exam, and for the people here that were with me, I went a little bit more detail, but I'm not going to share all the details of the exam online, only because I may use it again, right? We'll see how it goes. However, I want to start going back into what we were doing last time we were together, last week. We kind of were talking about UI, and remember this part, this next half of the semester is all about UI. When we build our stuff from now on, I'm not going to get you to build things with console anymore, right? So we need to be really familiar with the UI. And remember what we did last time. We talked about 3 things. We talked about JFrame. We talked about...
All right, welcome. It's COMP228.
We talked about, that was awesome. We also talked about not just JFrame, but also the JPanel, and we also had something called see, now you threw me off, right? The JDialog, right? Those are the 3 things we talked about. So JDialog, JPanel, JFrame. And remember, the JFrame is like your outer container or your screen. That's like your window, right? And if you look at some of the examples here from last time, we have in the book, they kind of declare this new class called label frame. Well, it's a JFrame, and they have a bunch of labels in here, like a private final label that they make label 1, label 2, label 3, and they don't use, in the book, they don't use the window builder at all. They do everything from scratch, which is what we're going to do as well. The window builder is a great tool to learn from, but I don't recommend just using that, because then you won't remember how to do everything. And in an exam, I'm going to run probably a test in a couple weeks, let's say 3 weeks from now. We'll run a little midterm, mid-chest test again, right, where we do a little bit of written again. I'm going to ask you about the UI. I'm going to ask you about JFrame. I'm going to ask you about JPanel. I'm going to ask you about JLabels and JText boxes and so on. So the way to study this, of course, is for me to give you an assignment. You're going to be getting your assignment next week. So next week when we get back, after this crazy exam, people come. And hey, look at that, we dropped. We dropped. We did. And so let's stop the broadcast for a second. Isn't that weird?